My name is Kenneth Reitz, and I'm here to show you Pipenv, which is the new official recommendation from Python.org for installing and managing your Python dependencies. It's pretty cool. I think it's the best tool out there. I've been using it for about 8 months now. I've been working on it a lot, and I think it's pretty great. So let's get started, shall we? First thing I want to do is create a new directory called hello. This is going to be my new project, a new Python project. And let's say I want to install requests. Instead of running pip install requests and creating a virtual env and doing all that work, I'm just going to run pipenv install requests. And what this will do is it'll create a pip file for me, it'll install requests, and then it'll create a lock file for me. So now if I do an ls in this directory, there's two files there. There's a pip file, which contains requests, and I didn't specify a version, so it says any version is valid, which is nice. And then I have a pipfile.lock, which contains all of the dependencies, all the system information, and all the hashes for all of the packages that I specified. So I just said I wanted requests, but request depends on IADNA, chardet, certify, and all those have different hashes available for different versions of Python. All that just happened instantly when I decided to install requests. So I'll do that again. It's a different dependency like Maya, pipenv install Maya, and it will do the same thing because Maya has like 3 or 4 different dependencies, and it will install it for me into my virtual env. There we go, it's installed. And now it's creating a lock file for me, which will just take a moment. There we go. So now we can look at those files again. Pip file now contains 2 things, requests and Maya. So this is a replacement for requirements.txt. And then you have the pipfile.lock, which is also a replacement for requirements.txt. So we take a look at pipfile.lock. You'll see that it contains all of the hashes and all the different dependencies that we specified. So we don't have to have all that stuff in our requirements.txt. Now if you want to still use requirements.txt, you can with pipenv. You can just do pipenv lock-r, and it will output a requirements format, which includes all the hashes. So it's not very pretty, but there it is. There's regex, and there's all the hashes for it, and there's certify, and there's all the hashes for it. So anyway, to use this, you do pipenv shell. And what that will do is spawn a subshell in your virtual environment automatically. So now I can just run Python, import requests, and everything's working perfectly. And import Maya, and everything's working as expected. So yeah, pretty cool. And then I exit out of the shell instead of deactivate. Another cool thing I can do is pipenv graph, and this will show me a dependency graph. So I have I have a few main dependencies, requests and Maya, and then here's all of the sub-dependencies they have and a graph of all of their dependencies. So it's a pretty cool tool. I think that you should check it out. Notice that I didn't have to create a virtual env at all or manage one, but of course there's one there that's powering all this. You can run pipenv --venv, and it will output the path to the virtual env right there. So if I wanted to, I could go here, and then there's all of the stuff inside. Like I'm using fish, so I would want to run bin / activate.fish or whatever. But anyway, you get the point. Pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, feel free to tweet me or open a GitHub issue. And thanks for checking it out.